For millions of Americans, a trip to the mall was not just shopping, it was one of the most anticipated parts of the weekend. The excitement often began before anyone even stepped through the front doors. Every family arrived with a plan, but somehow the day always became an adventure. Standing outside those doors felt like standing at the entrance to another world. One step inside and everything felt different. At the center of many malls stood a fountain that seemed to bring everyone together. Simple moments often become the memories people carried for years. Even the floors had a look and sound that people still remember today. The mall was one of the best places to see the fashion of decade in motion. By mid-morning, the mall had come alive and the day was only beginning. The mall was not just a place to shop, it was a place to see what everyone else was wearing. In the 1980s, fashion was bold, colorful, and impossible to ignore. Big hair became one of the defining symbols of the decade. Store windows gave shoppers a glimpse of the latest styles before they even stepped inside. At the end of many mall corridors stood the giants of American retail. Sears sold a little bit of everything, making it a destination all by itself. Rows of glowing television screens always seemed to capture pupils' attention. No matter where you started, another store was always waiting around the corner. JCPenney helped define everyday American style during the decade. For younger shoppers, one store often stood above the rest, a place that felt like a glimpse into the future. For many kids in the 1980s, RadioShack felt like stepping into tomorrow. Every shelf seemed to promise something new and exciting. Home computers were still new, and most people were seeing them for the very first time. Even something as simple as a cordless phone felt futuristic. RadioShack was where curiosity came alive. Just down the hall, another kind of technology was drawing people. Before streaming and playlist, discovering music was an experience. Rows of albums invited shoppers to slow down and explore. Music stores were not just places to buy records, they were places to discover new favorites. By late morning, another familiar part of the mall was beginning to fill up. As lunchtime approached, more and more people began moving toward the same destination. Neon signs gave malls a personality all their own. The food court was where shopping paused and conservation began. Every table seemed to have its own story. The smells alone were enough to make choosing difficult. For many shoppers, no mall visit felt complete without a stop at Orange Julius. Some traditions did not need an explanation. They simply became part of the day. The scent of warm pretzels could stop shoppers in their tracks. For a little while, the rush of malls slowed down, and to many kids, the next stop was always the most exciting one. Long before online gaming, there was one place every kid dreamed of visiting. You could hear the arcade before you even saw it. Stepping inside felt like entering a completely different world. These machines were not just games. They were icons of generation. Every screen promised a new challenge. A pocket full of quarters could keep a kid happy for hours. High score were not just numbers. They were badges of honor. Even people who did not play often stopped to watch. Every visit ended with one question: spend another quarter or save it for later. Just a few steps away, the peace of the mall changed completely.